Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Reborn as a Vending Machine, episode 7. And it's just, this show is fantastic, It can be memed all at once, though, but it's a fantastic series, I mean, like I said, once again, I give the author credit, and just because I see all these vending machines where a guy gets transformed into different types of vending machines. I'm like, it turns out there are vending machines that were like that out there, whether it's be from the past or some in the present, whatever. But there are, because they wouldn't make this stuff up if they without some truth added to it, right? So yeah, but this show is fantastic, and episode 7 was great too as well. So episode 7, picking up where the last one, where Boxo, he was falling right after after he defeated that giant crocodile, and he was falling down a hole, and he ends up falling, which as he's falling, right, he has an idea, transforms into a new transformation, transforms into a balloon machine, and so hopefully to lighten his fall, right? But since he's a machine, metal, right, he's a lot heavier, so he gets another light bulb, he transforms into a cardboard machine to soften his landing with the balloons. I'm like, that is very clever, And where he's seeing, he lands in this giant maze, this giant labyrinth. And so, but the thing is, though, since he has nobody to help him right now, basically, he's kind of like up shit. You think he's like up shit creek without a paddle, right? And then until he meets with these 4 cat-like creatures. They're kids, though, which Boxer says Tasmanian Devil, though. So I'll call him as that, though, because I don't want to get the whole thing from him. I'll just call them Tasmanian Devils. So there's four of them, 3 boys and a girl. The girl one is a little injured on her leg, and they find Boxo, wondering what he is. They say he's some kind of a magic item, and they see that he talks, though. But the thing is, they don't understand what he says because he repeats the same phrases, right? And thinking, oh, does it have a mind of its own? Nah, it's probably nothing. So. And you see the Boxer's getting a little bit frustrated, which I do understand the frustration because he wants them to understand him, though. But the thing is, though, since he's a vending machine, he has limited in speaking, because he says a lot of times says the same phrases, right? So then he tries to lure them with fried chicken. One of them, this all smells good to them, till eventually they all eat the fried chicken, and then when they get chased by these what was it? Some type of hogs. It's like kind of pig-like creatures, right? And since they try to move him, but since he's too heavy, but cleverly, Boxo makes himself have some wheels, so it makes them easier for him to move. Okay, that's clever too. So, and then they get attacked by this. Which is going to be like the next boss that they're going to have to fight, right? After with the giant crocodile, right, or the flaming frog, right? Now there comes in another flaming creature, a giant flaming skeleton, which kind of like when its claw first grabs the wall, it kind of reminded of the first time on the first episode of Attack on Titan. When the first hand comes over the wall. Instantly reminded of Attack on Titan. So, okay, cool. And then, since but they were back with those pig creatures, Boxo transforms into a gas machine. But since he couldn't pump it himself, because he has no one to help him to take the pump out, right? But since a huge bump knocks it down, spills the gas all over, right? They all get soaked in it, and since with that flaming skeleton sets them all on fire, and then he takes them and he freaking eats the pigs. Hey, that's a good way of definition of fried pork, So they all get away, and first they still don't understand what he says. They still think it's just a machine, just repeating the same thing, right? And up until the point where they mention Director Bear because they're looking for the exit, right? And there's Director Bear there, and Lamus comes in, so bawling in tears, so happy to see him. She goes and runs and crashes right into him, and because of that, since she's so strong, Boxo took a whole lot of damage because of her strong body, you know. So then Director Bear tells the kids, you know, the Tasmanian Devil kids, that he actually is a machine that can speak, you know, and Lamus fills in that he's limited in his speech, but like, you know, hello there means yes, too bad means no, and the whole shocked look on their faces since they said, oh, he understood everything what we said. Oh, so yeah. So episode 7, it was a really fun episode. So we could just do more little fun little characters, more clever usage of Boxo's transformation into more different types of vending machines, trying to get away. Then you get like your Attack on Titan, Flaming Skeleton, right? I mean, it was clear reference to the Attack on Titan when the whole panic came over the wall, right? But that's gonna be like the next boss they're gonna have to face, you know. So that's probably gonna happen in the next episode. All the hunters and everyone else is going to have to face off against this giant flaming skeleton, which I'm looking forward to seeing. So, I mean, hey, I wonder what clever usage that Boxel used to help defeat this thing, like how he did with the use of the Mentos of Coke on the flaming frog and the whole thing with giving it gas and flaming out on the burning from the inside of the crocodile. So I wonder what other types of clever ways they're going to use to defeat the giant flaming skeleton, you know. We'll have to wait and see on that, though. But I had a lot of fun with this episode. I mean, just have Attack on Titan skeleton, flaming skeleton, yeah. But it was fun to watch. Like I said, this show has been very cleverly written. It's been fantastic, you know. I don't care if it's a meme thing, though. It's been a very fun series to watch. But anyway, that's episode 7. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.